It said device not connected when I talked to him.
Huh.
What's up, everybody? This is the first ever Swamp Talk Tuesday nights podcast. I'm Swamp Tree Sater. This is Jake the Giant. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jake.
What's up, man? I'm Jake the Giant. Your local average everyday bad mama.
Yeah. So, a little bit about me and Jake. I met Jake back in Owensboro. We've known each other for about a decade. We've been, in and out of lockdown. We've both had our battles with addiction, but the most important thing is that today we're changing for the better, man. And we want to have everybody welcome King Kush right now. What up,
Yo,
King Kush?
what up, brother?
How's it going, brother, man?
Man, we feeling like a villain. You already know.
That's what's up.
Oh yeah, man. What's up with you?
Well, we're just doing this podcast, first ever Swamp Tree podcast, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I wanted to do this talk show to get out there a little bit more. Also let people know who I am. And I wanted to give my bro a platform, really, because he's doing so good, you know what I mean? And we're both doing so good. We used to live back in the darkness back in the day, you know what I'm saying? But the light come out of the darkness. It takes a little darkness sometimes so you can get back to what really matters in life and shit. So as long as we're all trying to do better every day, that's all I'm really worried about.
Oh yeah.
Small gains, man. Small gains. Small gains that compile, then you get big results, man. It's all about just putting the work in every day.
Hell yeah, that's what it's about, bro.
Y'all both see the live chat, right? If you hit comments over to the right.
I can see them.
All right, cool. So started out, Jake, you want to tell the joke of the day, man?
Yeah, hell yeah, fuck yeah. Can I say that? Can I say fuck yeah?
Yeah, we can cuss. We can say whatever we want on here. We can be politically incorrect. We can just
everything goes.
Do it.
I'm not going to cross any major lines with that political incorrectness, but all right. So I got a couple options here, man. Why don't skeletons fight each other?
Why?
Because they don't have the guts.
I like it.
Yeah. All right. Now I got one more. I got an anti-joke. What's brown and sticky?
What?
A stick.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
All right, King Kush, now's your time to shine, bro. I met you through the music, so let's talk about the music first, man. What's on your mind with the music?
Man, a little bit of everything right now, to be honest with you. You already kind of know where I'm at with it. Man, I just kind of, figured it out, so it's fixing to get crazy from here, to be honest. You already know. You're picking up, and, it's just been a rough one, man. I've had to learn and, trial and error, so it's just, right now, man, it feels good to fucking know what I'm doing, We're about to get busy with it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I know we have another song coming out soon.
Oh yeah.
It's actually by Hayes Beats. It's I met this guy through this buddy of mine. He's a glass blower, and he was like, "Hey, you're doing music? I know this guy that's a producer, but he's deployed over in Korea right now." So
yeah.
So I got with him, and there's this dope ass. Forgot about Dre, but it's like almost like punk rock instruments. It's pretty sick. I sent that over to King Kush, so that's a project that we are working on, man.
That's cool.
Where'd you learn to sing, brother?
Oh man, shit, bro. That's a tough question to answer. Because I used to sing in the shower, you know what I mean? But
well, what are your influences, man? Because it sounds like you've got some dope influences, especially the way you switched up the words. Jake knows Green Man. He's bumped Green Man.
Yeah. Nah, bro. Well, it's the Mexican culture. A lot of the Mexican culture, it deals with singing and shit like that. You have songs that you feel, bro, that you just want to sing, bro. And I just, I grew up singing. It's something that I really liked, and I kept doing it till I got better. And I knew, myself that I had to perfect my voice, bro. So it took a lot of practice for me, and now that I kind of get compliments, it feels a little good, to know that the work that I did, bro, paid off a little bit, and it's something I wanted to learn to do. So it's just like it's accomplished, bro. I accomplished something.
That's
And
awesome.
you
I just
definitely got
want
the bars too, man. Like that's that song's impressive, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. It was a fucking dope song, bro. When he sent me that beat over, I was just like, damn. And even when I started hearing him sing the hook, bro, I was just like, God, bro, this motherfucker killed this shit. Like, I was
well,
like, no, I gotta
I had
come
a little
harder.
experience really being the Green Man and shit. But
I was
you
like,
know, I appreciate how you switched up the flow. You know what I'm saying? Because you
yeah,
got this reggae flow in one part. Like I get that you got Viva La Raza and whatnot. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But like you got the reggae in there. You
yeah.
almost had like some Cypress Hills. Like you pay like homage, bro. Like in your way, you just pay homage. Do you write or do you just come up with stuff to the beat and kind of record it until you hear something and just listen? Like what's your process for a song?
All right. Well, to be honest, bro, my process is, well, I work a little weird. I'll listen to the song depending if I have a feature. If it's a feature, I'll listen to whatever the feature wrote, or what I'm featuring on, and I'll listen to what they write about, and I kind of base off of what they write, and I kind of try to figure out a little something different, like with when it comes to my flow and like when it comes to me creating the song itself, bro. I try to imagine kind of what I want or what I want it to sound like.
Yeah,
So I base myself off of that, and I'll start writing and then I'll get a little piece and then I'll be like, all right, well, what could go next? Or what could I put in here that'll, sound fire? So that's
yeah,
just basically what it's like, bro. It's hard, but if you like it, it'll be fairly easy to you.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know a lot of people write different. They have different ways of doing things, and me for my part, that's how I do it. Like that's how I take it down.
Just coming all the way with it, like with this idea or this image that you have for it, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. Just being able to bring that together, being just having
Hell yeah.
the skill set to grab every part of it and build it up like that.
Hell
That
yeah.
that that method shows a lot. It's meticulous. That shows a lot.
Yeah.
That's you put a lot of work into it, and it shows with the final product. It's pretty cool, man. I like what you're
Yeah,
doing.
man. We
Definitely
worked
feels
hard,
like
bro. Me and Swamp work hard.
yeah.
And I think we made a good song, bro, that, is going to be sounding through a lot of people's radios and shit, bro. Because that song isn't just any song, bro. Just the whole feel of the song is it's
Yeah, it's a whole
overpowering,
vibe.
bro.
Yeah, 23 beats. He's actually down in Buenos Aires, Argentina, bro.
Shout out Buenos
Uh,
Aires, bro.
yeah. What
Yeah.
a great guy too. He's a sweetheart. He's working so hard on his socials, and like me and him got a lot more songs in the closet.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. He's
uh,
definitely a dope producer, bro.
yeah, for sure. And there's more to come with shout out 23 beats. I want to give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. Peacock, TNT Dad Reacts, Old Ski. I saw Snowman in there. Who else we got in here?
Peacock on speed, my
Yeah,
people.
Ainsley. Yeah. Oh, Lady Bird. Yeah, that's Lady Bird, right?
Boss Lady Bird, what up,
Yeah,
TNT?
she's in here for you, dog.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys coming out, man. Much love to y'all.
What up with musicianship, man? Do you play any instruments? Can
Yeah.
you read the keys?
I can shred the keys. I love the keys. That's one of the instruments that I actually bonded with, bro. When I was younger, I was around like 14, 15 maybe. And my dad, bro, I think I've told this story once, but my dad, bro, wanted to make a band so bad, bro, that he put me upstairs with a fucking book that had all the chords in it, and said, "You ain't coming down until you learn that whole fucking book." It was a little, it was a little thick, bro, but it could be done. So I put myself to it, bro. I sat there and I played that fucking piano till I was playing the cucaracha on there. So
Yeah. Yeah, Jake
I
plays
learned the,
Jake plays a little bit too. I actually learned music theory while I was going through school. Like I could mess around with the piano, but
hell
like
yeah.
I could always kind of like figure out the. I was good about timing and stuff. And me and Jake back in the day, we used to sit in dirty ass hotel rooms and freestyle back and forth for 4 days straight.
Damn, bro, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, we were fly for white guys for sure.
It's so dope to learn music, bro. Like it's so dope to learn different, instruments and be able to play them, bro. Because anything could come to mind, and you can create shit just by it being there. Like, and I wrote a lot of songs playing the keyboard itself, like so it's possible. Like it's just if you have music in you, you're gonna do whatever it takes to make it,
Yeah. Well, middle school we used to use the pencils in the side of the locker.
Yeah. I used to bug my teacher with that shit, bro. It was fucking banging the pencils and making beats on the fucking table, bro. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, bro. So I know you got Mexican heritage, brother.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite wrestler, dog?
Man, Rey Mysterio, bro. Rey Mysterio and La Parca are the two main wrestlers that I watched when I was younger that were like, you kind of wanted to be like them, but you weren't sure if you really wanted to take that route, So,
so how old are you, bro? Because back in the day, how old are you? Because I'm
32.
You're 32. Okay, I'm 38.
32.
Jake, how old are you?
I'm 32.
32.
Okay. Hey,
you guys, bro. Yeah. All right. So back in the day, there was this wrestler for NWO called Conan, man, and he used to come out in the flannel. He was always one of my favorites, bro. And
he was badass.
Yeah. Jake's rocking the Conan right now.
I know who you're talking about.
Is he there? Is it mirror image? Jake. This guy, Jake.
He was dope, bro. He was a dope wrestler too. In that era, he was a big fucking thing.
Hell yeah, he still is, and it's dope to see him doing the family thing. You know what I'm saying?
He's
out there and stuff. And
definitely
then cool storylines. But I'll be honest, I stopped watching it in about year 2000. Me and my grandpa used to watch it together. You know what I mean? And when I moved away from my grandpa, bro, it was kind of like, we didn't have cable, I guess.
I feel you. Nah, bro, that was a family thing for us too. Like every Saturday, bro, we got to watch wrestling with my dad. We'd order pizza and shit, and fucking SmackDown or WWE would come on, and we'd sit there and fucking watch, bro. And that was one of my favorite moments, as a family pastime that we did, bro, was watch wrestling, and that shit it stuck with me, and that's the reason, that I kind of chose that other mask that I have. Which, it means a lot to me, too.
Yeah, I noticed it was a Lucha Libre mask, man. What about you, Jake? What's your favorite couple of wrestlers, bro?
Man, rest in peace, Chris Benoit.
Eddie Guerrero, bro.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, rest in peace, Benoit. And then, I like HBK, man. I like that Sweet Chin music.
So the OGs.
When I was a kid, it was all about, Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he wasn't ever really my cup of tea. He kind of looked like my dad, so I was a little bit scared of him. You know what I'm saying?
Like, suck it.
Yeah. Bro. Those motherfuckers, those made my fucking childhood.
Hell yeah, that's why I always ask people, man, because they were such a big part of my childhood, and it reminds me of my grandpa. So, like, you got any people that passed away, man, that had a big influence on your life?
Yes, one of my uncles recently passed away, bro. 2020, and it was something that I kind of had to work myself to deal with. Like I'd never lost somebody that close, bro. And it was definitely something that changed me, bro, because it made me realize that we're not here for long, bro. It could be today, it could be tomorrow. Like, any given time, bro, you can leave this world, bro. And just, it's hard to think about that, to let somebody go so quick without saying goodbye to them, bro, and it sucks, bro. But, it's part of life, bro. We're all going to leave one day.
Oh, yeah, man. So, R.I.P. on. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give people opportunity to do that because sometimes, you know, we don't remember the dead as often as we should. So let's liven it up a little bit with you know, do you have goals, like what's your goal for the next couple months, like short-term goals? Because we know the long-term goal is to make money with this music.
Yeah.
But like I want to know the things you're checking off, bro. Like tell us your ambition.
My ambition is to at least try to get an album or an EP done soon enough. Like something that just features myself, you know. I had a
Yeah.
lot of features and I want people to kind of listen to what I gotta do. Like what I got to say, you know, or the music that I want to kind of put out, you know, and I think that's something that I'm looking forward to is writing something myself to put out myself.
Right.
Yeah.
I totally understand that because you know, I get this real fever because I'm doing like the hip hop and rap thing, and I'm rapping on a lot of people's beats, and some of the beats I have out are actually me. Paper Route, and there's another one, I think, Not a Problem, I did on my own. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole 10-song project that's just sitting back there that I wrote everything on over
Right.
like when I was going to school and stuff. And I'm also wanting to write like some string band stuff.
Okay.
I've been talking to Jake about that. He's been playing the strings for forever, and I just really started figuring him out within the last year. So
we're gonna have to get together then and do some shit, bro. Because you know I can play keyboard, he can play the guitar. You know, you can make beats. We got to do something.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. With all the different styles and different influences that we all bring to it, man, there could definitely be some genre breaking, like some shattering, some label shattering shit, man. I'm with it.
We all have the sauce.
Yeah, we all got the juice, baby. We all got that nugget dip, son.
The sauce is there, bro. So
oh yeah. So let me ask you, you want to talk about your family, man? You want to tell us about your family? Like what's your you know, your fatherhood like, your brotherhood like, you know?
Man, I love being a dad, bro. That's one of the best things that could have ever happened to me, to be honest with you. I never thought I'd have kids, you know, but man, the first one was just I think it's how do I say it? It's a different feeling, bro. When you have your first child, it really is a different feeling. Like it's the love that you really can't like you can't explain, bro. You know what I mean? My kids are my everything, bro, and you know, on a daily basis I try to spend as much time as I can with them. And you know, they grow up fast, so you got to suck the moments in, bro, because you know it's a short period of time when they're little.
Yeah, and it's
And you
crazy.
know, you're a dad as well.
You know, I got one. He's hollering in the other room right now, but it's crazy how like when they're first born, what like they can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the first relationship in your life where you have a relationship where the other person can't do a damn thing for you, and you just want to do everything for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's beautiful, bro. It's a beautiful feeling, and it's good to be a dad, and I love it. You know, I love it, bro.
Yeah.
I love spending time with them. I like seeing the little funny shit they do and the funny shit they say, and it's just so such a good thing.
Kids are a trip. They'll say,
yeah, sometimes they are.
Yeah. And you know, and for me, it's kind of weird because you know, I have two of my babies in the house. 4 of my babies aren't in the house with me. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of grew up in a household like that. You know, I had half brothers, half sisters. That you know, everybody's relationship is in a different spot because of that. And I really think, you know, it's kind of how our society is set up a little bit. There's some older ways that were better, in my opinion, as far as families went. I think really when the legal system started trying to be a step parent to people that were together, it really caused some trouble. Now, I'm not saying I didn't do anything wrong. I had to sign all my plea deals because they had the evidence. So, you know what I mean? But I will say this, that the system definitely didn't give a shit about my fatherhood. And, you know, sometimes a father gets caught up and the system should give more of a shit about that fatherhood.
Right.
I personally think.
I think that a lot of the stuff that they do in the system is incorrect, bro. Like they should be a little bit more humane, and I think that's why people act the way they act in there. Because you
Yeah.
don't get that liberty, bro. You're treated like a dog in a way, you know. You're kept there, and it's just like they take so much from you, bro. That I think that if they gave those people more of a chance, they'd come out with a different outcome, you know. Like man, I've seen it in a lot of other places, like you know, out of the country here, bro. Like where they actually have people that have commodities in their little place where they stay. You know, like they give them stuff to cook. You know, cook with. They don't treat them like garbage, bro, like they do here, bro. And I think it's just fucked up.
The
Yeah.
crazy thing is, man, we like in this country, they send people to prison as punishment. They're not supposed to be sending people there to be punished. The punishment is being sent there, and then once we're there, we continue to get punished in a perpetual way. I guess I gave myself away that I've spent some time behind a fence, and yeah, it's whack, man. It's whack that they the way they the perpetual punishment the whole time, like being separated from your family is hard enough. And then you go there, and then you got to deal with these with the dick sucker guards, and you got to deal with just low conditions and all that.
And you also have to deal, you know, with the politics of it and stuff like that. I don't know if he lost, but you know, along those lines, that was probably the next question I was going to ask him was if he had ever done any time. I think we might have lost him for a second. He'll be right back. But I was behind the fence too, bro, and I think you're exactly right. Like even when you get behind the fence, it's still all these rules you have to follow, and if you step 1 inch out of line, but then it's like, well, where you're you know where I went was Lee Adjustment Center, and that tells you right in the name, adjustment. Like you're going to adjust my behavior. I needed to get clean off the drugs I was on, which was giving me the behavior. And you want to adjust my behavior by putting me behind the fence with people that raped people, people that actually really hurt people, people that burned houses down. You know, I had a violent charge, which was running out of the sheriff's office. You know, I was high. I went to KCPC which is the Kentucky Center for Psychiatric Correction or something around those lines. But you know, they told me I had drug-induced schizophrenia, but it didn't matter in court because I chose the drug. Yeah. So, you know, the prison thing could use some reform, and I'm glad we have this platform a little bit to talk about that. And you know about it too. But, you know, there is programs. I just want to let people know out there, you know, there is ways out of that. I was blessed enough to have some family pull me out of the halfway house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But my plan when I hit that halfway house was definitely to pretend like they would have forgot all about me. I mean, I don't want to be like that, but when you're institutionalized, you get a little bit of a different perspective of
you got to get your back.
Is.
Yeah, by any means necessary, you have to have your back. That's what it is in that situation, and it sucks because as human beings, we're these social creatures that crave this interaction, man, and you know, putting us in a position to where we have to be our own solidarity, we have to be our own comfort. You know, that's a hard thing in and of itself without dealing with all the extra. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I'm texting King Kush to see where he went off to. He did say he was taking care of the kiddos, so I don't know if he had an emergency situation or maybe an electrical outage or maybe, you know, maybe I don't know his relationship with the CIA or, you know, something like that, but
yeah.
I'm just joking about that. Yeah, I'm texting him right now.
I got a friend that's in the CIA.
He's coming. It says device is not connected. What were you saying, brother?
I got a friend that may or may not be in the CIA.
Yeah.
Like I went to high school. Well, I went to school with this dude, and he played bass in my band growing up. And like since we were like 12, he was like, I'm going to be in the CIA. And I was like, okay, man, whatever. And he ended up going to college and getting a degree in foreign affairs, and then getting another major in Russian and Arabic. And then he like went to the Navy and became an officer. And then like now he says he's a private contractor. And I'm just like, what does that mean? So I guess he did it. I guess he did it, man. I don't want to say his name. It might get us all hurt, but.
Well, I can say something along those lines. With when I was in the Air Force, I had a top secret clearance, and a lot of the guys that I worked with, when they got out, they just did like their 6 years and they got out, and that's what they called their job, was private contractors. But they were flying overseas for 6 months and doing the exact same job that you was just doing in uniform, like on the same runways with the same planes, but you're making six figures in 6 months.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, and they just called them contractors. But like once you have that clearance, I mean, there's no telling what they got going on for you and stuff. I am trying to get a hold of King Kush for anybody that's watching for King Kush, man. But we'll keep the conversation rolling, brother. Oh, my sister says she's tuned in. Shout out Alana.
What up? What up, Sada sister?
All right, Jake. So what do you got going on right now? I mean, everything like musically. You can talk about your recent accomplishments and.
So man, I got a lot of I got my hands in a lot of creative endeavors, man. I've been working on a independent magazine, or a zine, so to speak. Me and another guy that it's called Lostville. It's like a grassroots kind of collective of different artists, poets, people writing articles and stories, and we're just kind of compiling them all, arranging everything, writing some stuff ourselves. So that's pretty cool. I got a few music things I'm working on, just trying to write, man, really just writing and just exploring some things I've kind of put to the side for so long because I was preoccupied with a bunch of bullshit, man. So, now that I'm clean and sober, as of yesterday, I got a job working in the recovery field. So I'm a certified peer support specialist. So I got a job doing that, helping people. And
hell yeah, bro.
Well, I'm just trying to, I'm trying to explore my creative endeavors now that I'm not so numb, now that I'm not so clouded, just seeing where I'm at right now, testing the waters with everything. So it's a good thing, though, man. I'm doing well.
Well, that's good, man. And I know me and you have recently talked in private, but I wanted to say it on here for sure. That I definitely want to get some bluegrass type stuff going on. I'm not even talking about like hip hop. I know me and you got a million stories, bro, and we could really tell. I think we could really move some people and stuff, and especially the circles we run in. I mean, the music scene's got to be great where you're at. I'm in Homewald. We have 2 bars, and the same 15 country songs play on the jukebox.
Yeah, there's so many. The thing about it is, man, like I'm so busy with all the creative stuff I do, all the recovery stuff I do and everything that, and so I don't even know, like I've been to a few festivals up here in where I'm at in Louisville, Kentucky. And I've been to, a few little shows and everything, but there's like punk rock shows every night. There's rap shows every night. There's big venues, there's small venues. So everything is, there's a market for everything up here. It's just a big enough city to where like there's a lane for everything. So it's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. We got King Kush back. Can you hear us?
Back, bro.
All right, hell yeah. Check this out. So added on to what Jake was just talking about, we were kind of talking about the music scene in Louisville. What's the music scene where you're at, bro? Like, what's it like? And tell us about, I know I seen you on stage. Tell us about that experience.
Man, well, the music scene down here is a big thing, bro. It's called the music. Do
you have the chat on, Jake? Turn the chat on. They're talking to you.
Okay.
My bad, Kush.
No, you straight. But the music scene here, bro, is big. It's the Music City the recording capital or some shit like that. That's what they call it here. But a lot of people down here have came to record, bro. I think the Beatles have been down here. Who else, bro? Just a lot of famous people have recorded. Elvis has recorded in a lot of the studios down here, man. There's a studio
Muscle Shoals, right?
Yeah, Muscle Shoals.
Muscle Shoals got the Swampers. Do you know about the Swampers, bro?
You already know, bro.
Well, tell us what you know about the Swampers. I'm sure Jake knows about the Swampers too, man.
Well, man, I don't really know much of it, bro, but I've heard of it. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you come back, bro.
Yeah. No, bro, my fucking phone died. I had it charging, and I didn't notice that the fucking cord wasn't all the way.
That's all right. Look, we're all amateurs here. That's perfectly fine. This is why we're doing this. You know what I mean? We're working the kinks out, brother. You know what I'm saying? Jake, did you see what he said about the Viking helmet?
Yeah, I would like to have one. I like hats. I'm a man of many hats. That would be pretty cool.
A horny hat? Would it be a horny hat or a feather hat? Are you fly or are you horny?
Both.
One and one. I mean, we ain't got to have symmetry. We can get with it.
I'm asymmetrical as they come, bro.
Yeah. You're like what? 7'4"?
I'm 6'8". I'm 6'8". Yeah, so
dunking on them.
That's a
closer to 7 than I am 6, but yeah.
Yeah, duck. Wherever you go in some ways, they're like duck.
Yeah. I literally have to duck. I got trauma from ceiling fans and shit, man. They are relentless.
Bro, I think I remember something about a ceiling fan.
They'd be like, they don't just hit you all the time.
Yeah. That's like that chopper. All right, so Dad reacts. He has a question. Does he have a rebel flag mask like the one he had on? Lucha Libre mask.
No, I don't, bro. I don't have one like that.
Yeah.
I want to get one with the Mexican flag on it. I think it'd be pretty dope.
My flag's tie-dye, bro. It's hanging around my steering wheel right now, and it's tie-dye. And me and my kids tie-dyed it all, so it always reminds me, you know what I'm saying, where my loyalties lie for sure.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I don't know. I might get something like that, where I have the American flag and the Mexican flag merged. I think that'd be something dope with the weed, with the weed plant on it still.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a dope pot leaf tie-dye one day, bro.
Hell yeah, that would be dope, bro. I'd wear the fuck out of it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, my mom's really good at making tie-dye. She used to she used to just show up and give me tie-dye shit that she made, and it would have like guitars dyed into it, and peace signs, guitars, crazy. And I was like, dang, Ma, how'd you learn it? And
I find that shit very interesting, bro, how people do that shit. They get creative with that. I've seen it on on the reels and shit where there's this one guy, he gets like fucking down to the nitty gritty, bro. Like he makes fucking all types of figures and shit, and it just looks so cool, bro. I find it really cool.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's American art. It's actually made here in America originally. So I think that's pretty cool. But I'm sure they were using like ancient techniques or something along those lines. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I'm sure they didn't have Hanes shirts back then.
Bro, that shit looks stressful. He makes it look like it's so hard to do, like, because you got to put rubber bands around it. He fucking he gets in there with a needle and shit, and I'm just like, God, bro, it's so much work.
I got good at tying baggies, but I never got to the rubber bands. I don't know.
Oh dang. I got good at tying baggies as well, bro. I know what that's like.
I've tied a baggie or two.
Especially when you got to make it fit in that motherfucker. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So sometimes I remember they'd say, "Don't tie it up too tight because it's hard for me to get into it."
Yeah, for real. Yeah, pull it with your teeth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
So we were talking. When it blanked out, kind of, we were talking about being locked up and shit. You ever been locked up, bro? I mean, you ain't gotta be specific about it, but
that's one thing, bro. I've always how do I say it? I've maintained incognito. I'm that good, I guess. I'm gonna knock on wood right now.
Hell yeah.
I've done my fair share of things where I could have got locked up, but
well, I mean, I was bad. I was bad about not getting caught. I think I got told on more times than not, or just general stupidity. Right. You know, and I've had a civil indictment before that really hurt my emotions and shit. But you know, I've been over it for a long time because you know, I heard one time that if you hold a grudge against somebody, it's like taking poison yourself that you intend for them. And they're just over there, like not even feeling your poison, and you're just sitting there with the thought of them. So, like they, you know, free rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. That shit's real, bro. Like, you manifest what you think and shit. Like, it's crazy as fuck, bro. Like,
yeah,
we're very powerful beings, you know.
Yeah, I actually talked on TNT Dad about that. Yeah. He's saying that knock on wood, that's Southern stuff. I don't know. My grandpa was a Yankee, and he say that shit.
Hell yeah! Me as Hispanic, I grew up with that knock on wood shit. You know, like.
¿Cómo se dice knock on wood en español?
You would say, how do you say it in Spanish, bro? I've hung around my wife so much that my Spanish is leaving me.
Oh no! Oh no! You gotta go visit the motherland for a week or two. You gotta bring us that flavor.
Toco madera.
Yeah. Toco.
Hey, it gets in the way sometimes, bro. Trust me, dog. My kids speak Spanish and English, but you know, they speak more English than they do Spanish, so it's kind of hard to balance both of them out sometimes.
Yeah. Right on. So I want to do 2 top 3s with you, bro. And it's music related. Okay. So I want to know your top 3 rappers. And I know if you can't just boil it down to 3, you know, you can do maybe 1 more. We'll give you that. Like, I know it's normally top 5, but I ain't doing that. So
right.
Break the mold, baby boy.
Yeah, we're breaking the mold here. We're gonna do 3 and make you really hard.
Oh man, yeah, you did make it hard, bro. Now I'm thinking.
Yeah, just start naming them off the top of your head. I mean,
I'm gonna be real with you. Eminem was a big influence, bro. Eminem has to be number 1 on my list.
What's good, Weaver? He's in the chat. Eminem is a big influence on us all, bro.
Yes, definitely. SPM, bro. I listen to a lot of SPM.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm motherfucking talking about. Hey, I took on my breakfast, the end of my necklace. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, fellas. Yes. That's what's up. Yeah, bro. That's my sister in the chat. Alana, everybody say hi to Alana. Oh, my bro Weaver in the chat. When I talk about my bro blowing glass, shout out to Weaver, my bro. That's Weaver right there, man. He's right down the road right now. He's probably blowing glass right now watching us.
Hey, we need a bong for the video.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard that? You heard about the charges. SPM's on that haystack shit.
Oh shit! I haven't really looked into it recently, bro. But I know he's fixing to get out soon. He's fixing to be out.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I did my crime and I got out, but I ain't had no sex charge.
Yeah, that I know, bro. That shit is just I don't know. It's weird, bro. Like.
All that everybody knows about, the celebrities, bro. Like, I mean, it can't all be rumors. It might be like as weird as it sounds everywhere on the internet. There might be 0.5%, and it's still weird as fuck. You know what I mean? Yeah, so like,
if you ever went to that weird island, or if you ever, like kicked it with Diddy or Kells, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't fuck with that.
I wasn't invited, bro. I mean, they might have tricked me for real if they shot their shot. I mean, I could have been fooled. I mean, a private island, sure.
Yeah.
I'd be like Dane Cook when that van pulled up, like, get in the van. It was like, what's in there? I got a bike in this van. You hop in the van, there's no bike. Where's the bike, mister? He's like, oh, I got it in my house. We'll step on it.
Yeah. Get there.
Yeah. That's about teaching your kids about stranger danger, I think. Yeah, or maybe the parents being paid or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, either way. Weird. But all right, so we did the rappers. You said Eminem was SPM. Did you want to do one more?
Lil Wayne, bro. Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I was hoping for Swamp Tree.
Swamp Tree's dope too, bro.
Look, Lil Wayne's hard, man, and he just did a top 5, man. That was pretty awesome. He had Goody Mob in there.
Okay, shit. Yeah.
He cheated, though. He had like 3 groups in his top 5. I'm like, bro, you can't have like half the NBA, dog.
Yeah. He's
like half the goats of all time, Dream Team, NBA, fucking Goody Mob, and the best of all time and shit. But but he's one of the goats, so go ahead and pick all of them.
Hell yeah, definitely, bro.
I don't like these glasses; they slide down a lot, so I'll be making like. But I think it gives me a little bit of personality, so I think I'm riding with it. And I promise nobody else but me can see out of these glasses. I'll tell you all that shit right now.
That's facts. You got wonky vision, my dog. I remember
that. The glasses I was wearing, Jake.
Man, they was made out of popsicle sticks and rubber bands and stuff, man.
Yeah, I had some glasses, man, where I was twacked out, and I was like, man, I don't have insurance, so I had them taped up right here with some purple Batman tape, bro, and it was taped all the way back, and I had some glow in the dark tape right here, like it would glow in the dark. So if we was in a dark room, I have like glow in the dark Batman symbols in the middle of my forehead. Yeah, I couldn't get a job. I didn't know why. Yeah. So what's up, King Kush? What's your 3 bands? Because I was going to do 3 favorite rappers. So do you have 3 favorite? And they could be rock bands, reggae groups, whatever. Like, let's do it like that.
3 bands. Oh shit. Definitely Lamb of God is gonna be my number 1.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Yeah, bro. I fuck with Lamb of God heavy, bro. What's it called? Definitely. You already know Slipknot on my list.
Yeah,
definitely
with the mask. Yeah, we were talking about that a little bit before you came on. That the mask influence from Slipknot and heat up under that sucker when you're on a live stage.
Definitely, the last one's got to be Metallica, bro. Metallica's it, bro. They got
that
dope ass fucking vibe, bro. I just like their music. Rammstein is another one too that I like, but you don't get to see them around this area.
Yeah. I remember when Rammstein came out, and it was like so much far out stuff was coming out, and Rammstein came out, and they were the most far out. Bro, like their art and stuff was like ugly and weird, and like you couldn't look away though.
They were so edgy. They were so edgy.
Yeah. I guess sex is different in Germany, bro. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on a whole different. Like, it'd be illegal here for sure.
Definitely. I think that's one of the reasons why. I have no idea why they don't tour in this area, but I think that's probably why.
I know Rammstein got banned from Paris, France permanently.
Damn, for what?
They did a show at the Eiffel Tower, and when they came out on stage, they were in full Nazi garb, and they goose stepped like Nazi walked out onto the stage in Paris, France. So
if you know history, that's damn, bro.
That's a big. It was a stunt. It was a stunt, But
yeah. Well, hey, let's switch gears a little bit because I do want to shine a light on something that's helped me in my life a lot.
Yeah.
And, Jake, you can talk as much or as little as you want to about this. I understand where you're at in your recovery and stuff. And Jake is 12-stepping. And, I've never 12-step. Well, I've done first couple steps, but it never worked for me. So I wanted to use this platform a little bit to talk about what did work for me. And it's honestly psychedelics. Marijuana is a psychedelic. CBD as well. There's all types of classifications of psychedelic, but what is your psychedelic experience in your life, King Kush? If you had any, like you ever trip balls, bro?
No, I haven't really got to do that, bro. I've been thinking about trying mushrooms. That's been on my mind lately. But I've gotten a chance to, I've gotten asked before. It's just my choice of not doing it, I guess. But that I kind of think about it, bro, I really would like to trip on some mushrooms.
Right on. Mushrooms are awesome. Let me tell you something about mushrooms. I'll tell you a little about something about mushrooms, and then I'll let Jake take the floor just for a second because I know he has something to add here. Right. Mushrooms changed my life. I had take like 1 or 2 grams and stuff, but I took 9 grams one time. It was my first time taking 9 grams, and it changed my life, man. It changed my personality to where I had a bunch of fear over authority figures. You know what I'm saying? Like when I had a cop get behind me or something like that, like I would start shaking and be perfectly legal and just be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like have real nerves about any like bosses. I'd be like, yes, sir. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I think my military service and then really in my marriage, I felt like the way my marriage ended and stuff, I didn't really feel too great as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you're trying to start families and they keep failing. You know, you're trying to be good to a woman. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm not saying anybody's perfect here. You know what I mean? But the first time I took those mushrooms after that, for authority figures, it was like I really felt like I had become the ultimate authority in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I really felt like I became instead of like so worried about everything else, you know, which is a big part of that ego that we all feel, instead of worrying so much about what everybody else thinks all the time and just changing what I would truly do in the first place, changing my actions to appease this person, that person, this person, you know, after I had launched on the mushrooms, I was getting tonal for about a day. I was humming with the vibrations. I really think my body was naturally like vibrating to break up like some stuff, you know, a calcified pineal gland, if you will. I really think like, because I was vocalizing at the top of the peaks, I was, you know what I mean? Like, and I had never experienced that during a trip before, but like it was kind of strange because my body was doing these things that it was almost like ridding itself of certain chemicals, or like a schism, almost a break from fear almost.
I think you find yourself in a lot of, I mean, when people trip, bro, they tend to find themselves, you know, and like they tend to figure out who they really are, bro. I've heard a lot of that, you know. I've talked to a lot of people that have done like fucking saliva and fucking DMT and shit like that, bro. And you know, it's pretty interesting to listen to, bro. But I don't know if I'd like to experience that yet, you know, like that hard of a trip, because that's something to take in for sure, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I do recommend guidance for sure, because there were times that me and this gentleman next to me were like intentionally unguided about things, you know what I mean? Like exploring, if you will, like some Lewis and Clark of debauchery type things.
Right.
But and you know, we had a good time at the time, you know, a bunch, but and for me, I'll never forget those times. I think they made me a better person. Like some consequences came of the good times, mostly in lack of time with ones that mattered most, really. And it'd have been dope if we could have just, you know, all hung around the kitchen table and not done drugs together. But, you know, that's how you meet some of the best friends in your life. So but I wanted to pass it over to Jake for him to say his little spiel real quick on the boomers, or whatever you want to say about psychedelics, bro.
I'll say this, man. First and foremost, I think that every drug has a purpose, has a time and a place, and has something that can show you. Just for me personally, there's certain substances that whenever I partake in them, I can't stop doing them whenever I need to. And that wasn't always the case. But I'll say this about psychedelics being for recovery. Whenever I was a teenager, I was really strung out on opioid painkillers, man. And I was eating like 15 and 20 hydrocodone pills a day. And one day I did that. That was my norm. And a friend of mine and I split a half ounce of mushrooms. I was probably 17. And I nodded out and I came to tripping balls and scratching and itching, because that's what the opioids do. And like the combination of the two, I just had this like I had this overwhelming feeling of like, you cannot do opiates ever again. And then after that point, I never craved another opiate. I never wanted to do a pill again. And the mushrooms literally created that schism like you were talking about. They broke that away from me. When it comes up to psychedelics, man, they have showed me all kinds of good things have come from it. Not a whole lot of bad things have come from it. It's not to say I haven't had some scary situations, but man, psychedelics is like church for me. I've had profound spiritual experiences, feelings of connectedness with the human race, feelings of connectedness with just the world and the universe around me. And I think that there is zero wrong with indulging in that, especially if with that guidance like you were talking about, and especially if it's got it's all about your intention, man. That loving intention, that intention of just connectedness, that stuff is good, man. That is, there's nothing inherently bad with any of that, but there's really nothing inherently bad with any drug. It's just how certain drugs affect me.
Right. I love that, Jake. That was dope, man. Oh, and the one thing I want to say about anybody that hasn't done it, some people, some people will never do it. You know what I'm saying? But you got one life, one journey, and like Jake said, everything in moderation. Like, I take the perspective of wanting to experience everything in this life. And like for a while there, I was experiencing like too much of bad shit. But, there's been times that, if you could say too much of good shit will make you comfortable. Sometimes I've had that in my life where I've gotten, in the pocket, good relationship, good home life, and become complacent about who I was as a person because you get comfortable sitting at home after work, watching TV and stuff like that. I don't think the human experience craves Netflix like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but I do watch Netflix daily. I just want to say that, but I'm usually asleep within the first 10 minutes because I really do go outside most of the time. So speaking of like going outside, man, you love the marijuana. I mean, like, what is your favorite things to do while you're like, you go blow one? What are you doing outside, man? You kayaking, camping? What do you do?
Man, I fucking love hiking, bro. I like going out hiking and shit.
Yeah,
smoking a fucking blunt, bro, and just enjoying nature with the wife, bro. She likes doing that a lot too. So that's one of the things that we like to go out and do.
Yeah, I think hiking is like a dope stoner exercise, really. I mean, even if you don't get stoned, like I think like if you're sober taking a hike and you just let the nature soak in, there's like a buzz there, man, that you really don't get like when you're hearing the nature and like, there's not like too much talk, but like even another human walking next to you and you have that rhythm of footsteps walking together and stuff, and there's not really too much talking going on. You're just kind of soaking it all in. I love my wife for hikes, man.
We go down on this trail that's down here, Bankhead. Have you been there?
I don't think I've been down to Bankhead, but I passed it.
It's fucking awesome, bro. Like it's just it's beautiful, dude. Like once you start walking, bro, you just forget about everything else, bro. And it's just like you're in tune with fucking nature, dog. And it's something that kind of takes how do I say it, bro? It's hard to take in at the same time when you're smoking, bro, because it's just like it's so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like just
if it was legal, we wouldn't be so paranoid when we went out.
I don't really get paranoid most of the time, bro. It's mostly just when I'm like really really high, bro, and I'm in tune, and I know that I'm tuned up with with the vibe that's got going around me, bro. It's dope. It's a dope feeling to be out there for real.
Hell yeah.
You connect.
And there's like something primal about like just being in nature, being in the woods that like connects you to like, that like genetic connection we have to like past humans or something, man. Right. I don't know, but it's dope. I love nature. I love nature.
the ancients found all their deities inside of that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, we know that people were looking up at the stars at night and creating these stories. And all these stories were based around seasons. The story of Balder where he essentially represents the sun, going away for the death of the sun during winter because they were so far north that you would have, the longer nights and stuff. There's the 4 cycles of the season, the birth, growth, decay, death, all these things that were kind of lost, that were taken for granted. You were supposed to obviously know this when we're teaching you in kindergarten, that there's 4 seasons, that there's so much connectivity with those cycles in your life. I mean, be that your circadian rhythm, if you know what that is, like the actual motions your body go in. Everything really is about cycles and vibrations. I really believe that. And there's so much math behind divinity, but for real, I think that's the divine connection when you're out there in nature on a hike, bro. Those people didn't have TV.
Stripping down everything, getting back to just that simple shit, man. Just unplugging from all the distractions and just taking in, being mindful. And just taking in the moment and enjoying the earth for what it is. People don't do that today, man. People don't do that. And that's the world we live in. You know what I mean? For me, for my spiritual journey, man, it's really, really important that I go spend time in nature personally.
Yeah.
And I don't really have a concrete faith or set of beliefs, but for me, LSD and trees and shit, man. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I like to dose and float down the river here because, when you're in the boat and you're on the water and you're feeling that love, bro, it really connects you. You put your hand in the water and you feel electrical current. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The turtles are like, what's up? You know what I mean? You're there, you know what I'm saying? You're all the way there, and then you look up and see a power line, and you're like, that's a little fucked up, but I mean, you can snap right back into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you become in tune with nature, bro.
And we could definitely float, boys. We float the Buffalo here, man. We can get together and float, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
I'll
for
float.
sure. Yeah.
I'm better here in Florida.
We all float down here.
Oh shit.
Well, hey fellas, we did an hour for the first ever Swamp Tree show. I'm not going to talk all damn night. We did our fucking thing on this motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
I think we made it entertaining, and I think we'll be proud to show people this, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully we get people on board, because this is going to be the theme. We're going to talk about psychs, we're going to talk about wrestling, we're going to talk about music, we're going to talk about recovery. Don't do meth. Don't do opioids. Go see your kids. And if you don't see your kids now, go the legal route to get them and get help. You know what I'm saying? Go the legal route. I know it sucks. You got to go to court and shit, but go the legal route to go see your kids. I have to go through it. A lot of people have to go through it. So, I want to especially thank King Kush, first guest ever, man. This is legendary stuff, fellas. We're going to keep doing this, man. And, Jeff, I'll give you a call, and I want to thank everybody that tuned in, and hopefully we can make this audience grow. Everybody tell them how dope the Tuesday night Swamp Tree show is. Go follow Jake the Giant on all the socials. He knows what's cool. That I pretty much am half my cool is directly from this dude. Yeah. Love you long time, brother. Hey, King Kush, I love you, man. Hurry up and send me that fucking feature. I want to hear this song, bro.
We're working on it. It's cooking, bro. You know it takes some time.
Hey, cook it all slow if you want. We got this motherfucking turkey fryer over at my spot.
Yeah.
We blowing big joints over here. All right. If y'all want to say anything before we peace out, go ahead.
All right. Well, it was fun being up here with you, bro. I appreciate you having me for the first show. Jake, you was dope as fuck, bro. And
he is and will be forever. Yep. Forever grateful.
And I hope that this podcast keeps going, bro. And wish you the best.
Oh, it definitely will. It definitely will. And we're going to work on the next guest. I wanted to have the first episode out just to see make sure people were like, oh, it's going to be like this. Cool. You know what I mean? Because, sometimes it's like, I'm not the police, bro. I'm a ACAB type guy. And, I'm not getting on here interrogating you. I'm curious about your art, and I'm glad you got all this information out here to people. And go tuck them babies in, man. I'm going to go do probably the same.
Hell yeah.
All right, man.
All right, Jake. Love you, man. And we'll see y'all next week.
Next week, same time, same place.
Might be a little earlier. We'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. Later.
Yeah. All right, buddy.